Hello, everybody. This is the last episode of the not of the year, but of the 2022 NFL football season. What a ride it has been! It's been a crazy week in the NFL, and we're gonna get right into it.
Yeah, I mean, this is the last Sunday slash Saturday of the season, and there's two Saturday games, and Chiefs and Raiders.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Chiefs, man. I want to root for your Raiders, but they're just falling apart. They benched Derek Carr. Devontae's not happy. But hey, they played the 49ers really close, so they did a pretty good job. So, but I don't know. They're in disarray, sadly. I want your Raiders to be good so bad. They just find a way to fall apart. I don't know what it is. But yeah, I got the Chiefs by 7. I think it'll still be a good game, but I got the Chiefs by 7.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you, but every every single AFC West team has played the Chiefs really close this year. It's like they've barely won their AFC West games,
Which is so interesting because they're so.
and the Raiders are this close again from being good.
I know. It's like I
And
think
then
what?
after the game on Saturday, wake me up when September begins.
That's funny. But yeah, no, the Raiders. It's like I feel like they get the pieces, and then all of a sudden it's like then you fall apart. Like honestly, I hope they lose. I know I know I want to root for them, but like I think Derek Carr was their guy. I really do. Not who is it? What's that?
Jared Stidham.
Yeah, Jared Stidham. Yeah, they need to sit him. Okay, I know he played well last week though. You can't deny that. But I just don't think I don't think that guy's the answer. I think Derek Carr is the answer. You just got to get a coach who's not a freaking bonehead. I think he's a good offensive coordinator, but I just don't think he's a good head coach. So hope they find someone different. I think they're going to give him one more year. I really do, but I don't. I think they're going to be bad next year unless something changes. I think Devontae's out, Derek Carr's out. I bet they leave together, and I hope they go to a team, and I hope they win. So
All right, next Saturday game is for the AFC South, the Titans and Jaguars.
I got the Jaguars. The Titans have fallen apart. It is what it is. I like the coach of the Titans. I want to see him do well, but I tell you what, the Jags have got hot at the right time. Trevor Lawrence is balling out. He's playing good. They got confidence. Yeah, I think that's a dangerous team that's gonna be in the playoffs. I really do. I would want to play the Jaguars. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I got the Jaguars winning. The Titans were 7-3. They're now 7-9.
It's like, what the heck?
And I pegged the Titans to win the AFC South. I mean, everything was good first 10 games,
Yeah,
but they've had injuries. I don't think Derrick Henry's playing. Um, they don't have any offense now. Their defense is okay. I got the Jags. They're hot.
Yeah, I honestly think they're going to make a decent run in the playoffs. I know that's kind of a crazy, bold prediction, but I think they're going to shock some people. I think they at least win one game in the playoffs.
All right, and then Sunday at noon. I mean, there's a bunch of games that have no meaning. We'll get to the ones that have no meaning first. The Colts and Texans.
I mean, I think the Colts are going to win this one just because, I mean, it's two bad teams versus, I mean, there's just two bad teams, right? I want the Colts to do well because I want to see Jeff Saturday. I think they're going to give just Jeff Saturday another one year. You don't think so? I think so.
He's an awful head coach. He
I don't
just he beat us. That was it.
Uh, yeah, that's true. I don't know.
The-
I hope they give him one more season. Um, the Colts are going to win this one because the Texans just suck, and I think the Texans want the number one pick. So I don't think the Texans are going to play him close, really.
these two teams tied on opening day. I got the Colts. All right. Another one is Panthers and Saints.
I think the Panthers. I really do. I think Sam Darnold is. I think they're going to play well. Just because I think they want. I think Sam Darnold wants to secure his spot as a starter. I think he is their guy. I think under this new, I think it's the new head coach. I can't. I know this. I don't remember the guy's name, but
Steve Wilkes.
yeah, they go. I think Steve Wilkes. I think they got something in Sam. You don't think so?
I think they move on from Steve Wilkes. They've been talking to Harbaugh.
Yeah, but I saw something while I was working out that Harbaugh said he's pretty content with staying with Michigan, and he plans to stay there for the 2023 season. So I don't know.
We'll see.
Yeah, no, that's true.
I got the Saints. They're the home team. Another pick'em game, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, who really cares?
All right, next one is the Buccaneers and Falcons. Buccaneers wrapped up the AFC South, or excuse me, the NFC South. I don't think a lot of guys are going to play. I think Tom Brady will play a little bit. What do you think?
Yeah, I think Tom Brady's only going to do a couple series. Yeah, this game. I mean, I think the Falcons are only going to win this game because I mean, the Tampa Bay doesn't. What do they got to play for? Nothing. I think honestly though, I think people like ragged on the Bucs. They said that they're not very good, which they're not. But you got Tom Brady in the playoffs, and I think they're going to win a couple games. I really do. So Tom Brady in the playoffs, it's good for the NFL, and I'm glad that it's there.
I got Buccaneers.
Mm.
I mean, Falcons were kind of good at the beginning of the season. They just faltered out. I think they give Arthur Smith one more year as the head coach. See who they draft, see where it goes. All right, next one is the Jets and Dolphins.
This is going to be a good game because I'm pretty sure, if I'm thinking correctly, if the Jets win, I think they're in with the Patriots loss. I think
Jets are completely done.
Oh, so they're completely eliminated?
It's the Dolphins. If the Dolphins win, the Patriots lose. I think they get in.
I think the Jets win just because the Dolphins are in disarray. They don't got a quarterback. They're running. I don't even know. Who is their backup quarterback?
Teddy.
Yeah. I think the Jets spoil the Dolphins' chance to get in the Super Bowl. Not the Super Bowl, but the playoffs, which sucks because I do think I think it's Mike Daniels is the Dolphins head coach. I think he's pretty cool. I think he's a pretty cool dude. But I just think you can't overcome not having a quarterback in the NFL now. So yeah, I just don't. I think the Jets win this one. It's gonna be a close game. 3 points.
I got Dolphins.
Ooh.
But the Jets are a quarterback away from being a really good team.
Yeah. I mean that's true. I mean if this season showed us something is the Jets, if they get a quarterback, they're going to be good. Who knows? Maybe Derek Carr, Devontae to the Jets. I don't know.
Aaron Rodgers to the Jets.
Yeah. Okay. No.
No. That'd be hilarious. That would be hilarious.
That would be funny, but it's not happening.
All right. Next one is the Browns and Steelers.
The Steelers are going to win this game. And then I think if I'm remembering correctly, the Steelers win and the Patriots lose. The Steelers are in. Is that right?
I think so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how that is. Yeah, I got the Steelers by like 10 points.
I got Browns.
You got the Brownies?
Just because they're just gonna falter. I think it'll be funny.
I don't know. Mike Tomlin. I think the Steelers are playing decent. I'm not saying they're playing great football, but I think they're playing decent football. I think they're definitely better than the Browns, but it's going to be a dogfight, and I got the Steelers by 3 points.
Yeah, the Steelers have played 2 back-to-back defensive games, one in the end. But I don't know. I think the Browns will score a bunch in the first half. But this was a dress rehearsal for Deshaun Watson.
He sucks. Okay,
he does. But he's going to be so good next year because they're going to get all these players and whatnot.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Browns had something. Honestly, I think the Browns had something with Baker. They just freaking ruined that. That team could have been good, and they could have started being good for a while, but no, they just mismanaged that organization. Brownie the Elf. How would you want to be a team to be like, I got beat by a bunch of elves? Like, what's this, Lord of the freaking Rings? Like, come on.
Brownie the Elf. He's like this.
Yeah, like, come on. Yeah, what's this, Lord of the Rings? I love Lord of the Rings, but really? Really? An elf? A little mini elf, like, up in the North Pole? Like, what? That's literally what it is. I mean, if you put Legolas on as their logo, okay, then let's go. But you put a Christmas elf. What were you thinking? I digress.
All right, next one is the Vikings and Bears.
You know what? Okay, so my brain says Vikings, but my heart says Bears because I think it would be. You know what? Screw it, because I'm gonna do it. The Bears are gonna beat the Vikings, and it's gonna be funny.
All right.
The only way I want the Vikings to win is if it changes the seeding so San Francisco doesn't have to play the Packers round one, which I don't think that matters. I don't think that matters. I don't know. Bears by 3 because it'd be funny.
Vikings, they're the better team.
I mean, I know, but like it would just be funny. Like, let's just be real. The Bears.
If the Bears get a few good pieces in the offseason, they'll be good next year.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Justin Fields is like a freaking running back. I mean, yeah, I agree. I think the Bears are almost there. I think the NFC North, honestly, is like going to be a really good division from top to bottom next year. I really do. Aaron Rodgers comes back.
Jordan Love.
No, he's coming back for one more year. Then Jordan Love's going to take the reign, and then they're gonna be good. They're
gonna trade Jordan Love if Aaron Rodgers comes back. He wants out.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see. We'll see there. Don't put that bad juju out there.
That'll be a discussion for our next season episode.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, last nooner is the Ravens and Bengals.
I got the Bengals. You know, this is a tough one. I think the Bengals are a better team. I think this game is going to be very close. I mean, what happened on Monday night with DeMar Hamlin? If I say Hamlin I think I say his name right. You never want to see that in sports like this. But I still think the Bengals are going to win this game. They're going to come out ready to rock and roll. But yeah,
Bengals, better team.
I think the Ravens suck, honestly.
I mean, the Ravens are 10-6, but I don't think they're that good.
I don't think they're definitely not good. Lamar Jackson, I don't know. I don't know what happened to that guy.
Injuries.
He's not very good.
And there is one more noon game. I'm sorry. Patriots Bills.
This is another tough one. Honestly, you know what? I want to see the Patriots go and get into the playoffs. I really do. But honestly, I think the Bills, they're gonna rally, you know, with the whole DeMar Hamlin thing, and they're gonna win the game. I mean, they're gonna win this game. I think they're gonna dedicate it to him, and they're gonna win. I really, really do.
Bills.
Patriots had a good run, but yeah, sorry. I think the Bills are gonna win by like 14 points.
Bills, and they're going to the Super Bowl for DeMar.
I really do. Yeah. Honestly, if there's one team,
it's gonna juice them up.
No, seriously, if there's one team, if you're an NFL team, that's the one team you don't want to play. You got Josh Allen, who's dynamic. You got the defense, who's good. The guy, I mean, everyone's going to step up. They're going to play it. They're going to play it and they're going to win. And yeah, I mean, it was a bad deal overall, but yeah, I think they're going to be inspired, and, you know, hearts to him that I just hope he recovers. The news that I saw when I was working out that he put in writing that he can, he asked who won. But yeah, I just hope he recovers, and I hope he can do what he wants to do. So whatever that is, I hope he's able to return to as a normal life. You just never want to see that. I think sadly though, I think his playing career is over. I hate to say it, but I just don't think the NFL, I mean, I don't think the NFL is going to let him come back. I mean, it'd be a good story, good story. It really would be, but I just don't know. I think after this, and I think the risk involved, I just don't think he returns. But hey, I could be wrong, and I hope him.
All right, the 3:00 games, Chargers and Broncos. Let's ride.
I mean, you know what? I tell you what, the Broncos, they played well. They played well last week. I still think the Chargers got this, though. I think it's going to be another close game. I think it's the Chargers by 3 points. Who is the interim head coach? I missed that last week.
I don't know his name, but he's way better than Nate Hackett.
Yeah. Nathaniel Hackett's a joke.
The Broncos are going to clean house with their coaching staff.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, I got Chargers. Better
Chargers.
team, better offense. Herbert's playing good. Mike Williams, Austin Eckler. I mean, the Broncos. People had him in the Super Bowl.
Russell Wilson's just not that good. I don't know if it's just due to Nathaniel Hack. I don't know what it is, but yeah, Broncos are just not that good.
All right, next one is Giants and Eagles.
I got the Giants. And what happened to the Eagles? Got the Giants close game, 7 points. The Giants they're just gonna come out and they're just gonna win. So yeah, I got the Giants winning, which I think is advantageous for the Giants to beat the Eagles because I think if the Giants beat the Eagles, I think the Eagles slip down a slot, and I think San Francisco slips up, which I think, if I'm thinking correctly, and the Packers make it in, I think the Packers then would play the Eagles. The way the seating works, I think. I'm not for sure.
Yeah, the Giants got a wild card wrapped up. Eagles are trying to fight for the number 1 seed. Jalen Hurts has been out the last 2 games. I don't know if he's playing. If he does, Eagles win. If he doesn't, Giants win.
Okay. We can have that as a conditional pick.
Yep. But yeah, great job of the Giants. I mean, this team was horrible the last like 8 years.
Yeah, they're putting together.
Ever since their second Super Bowl win
Yeah.
with Eli and Tom Coughlin. All right, next one is the Cardinals and the 49ers.
The 49ers are just going to run over the Cardinals. Like Brock Purdy is going to throw like 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, 300 something yards. They're just going to ball out and they're going to go into the playoffs, and they're a team no one wants to play.
Yeah.
And I think and honestly, with the way things are going to go, they get the number 1 seed. They get a first round bye, which I think would be good. Brock Purdy, I think that would be just good for that football team.
Hottest team in the NFL wins, 49ers.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see who they keep and trade for quarterback in the offseason.
I think here's how I think this goes down. I think that Brock Purdy is going to be the starter next year. I think he has earned his body of work he's put together. I think he's done enough to be to be the guy, regardless of what happens in the postseason. I think Jimmy, you just wonder what they do because I think you keep Jimmy G and I think you trade Trey Lance. I do. One of those quarterbacks, that's a tough one who do you trade?
It is.
Because you look at it, what if one of the quarterbacks gets hurt? I don't know. That's an interesting quarterback carousel that is going to make the offseason very interesting. I just don't think I don't think you keep Trey Lance because I think Trey Lance is not what Shanahan wants as a quarterback. I think Shanahan wants that pocket passer who will just do what he said, do what he's supposed to. I think Jimmy G does that. I think Jimmy G is a good backup quarterback in the NFL. I'd say if you kept Trey Lance, it'd be Jimmy G the starter. I know they invest a lot of money, but yeah, I don't know. Brock Purdy, man, I'm telling you what, he's lighting it up. And honestly, I think that they're gonna be the Super Bowl. They're going to go to the Super Bowl, and Brock Purdy is going to be the first quarterback in NFL history. You heard this first on the show to win the Super Bowl as Mr. Irrelevant. And the dynasty is made, and Brock Purdy wins 3 more Super Bowls as the quarterback, as the guy. They got a team that's a bunch of ballers. I mean, they're stacked from head to toe. And unless something crazy happens, they're going to win. They're going to win back. If they win the Super Bowl this year, they're going to win back-to-back Super Bowls. Even bolder of a pick.
Okay, I'll remember that.
There you go. Remember that when I'm right.
When I'm right.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, let me be on ESPN, so that show can stop being such a snooze fest. Let's get some entertainment, some enthusiasm. Not what they got now.
All right, next 3:00 game is Rams and Seahawks.
I want the Rams to win. Okay. And here's why. Because if the Rams win, I mean, the Packers just have to win and they're in. But here's an interesting scenario. So the NFL is thinking about this from what I can see from what my sources say, that they may expand the playoffs to 8 teams per conference, to make up for the fact of the Bills game and Bengals game being canceled. So if that's the case, and if I look correctly before we started, then that means if the Sea Chickens lose, the Seahawks, if they lose, then the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers automatically both go into the playoffs. And that's advantageous because just in case, yes, I did look this up, just in case shit goes wrong and I'm not right, then the 49ers hang on to the number 2 seed, and then they would play the Detroit Lions, and then the Packers would play somebody else, and then the Packers don't have to get beat by the 49ers for the millionth time in a row, it seems like.
I'm going Seahawks.
That's the only, that is the only logic between that pick. I bet you're right. The Seahawks are probably going to win, but I need that scenario to happen. I hope they expand it to 8 teams just for this year, because I just think it would be interesting just to see who gets in, and then go back to 7, because I think 7's perfect. I think 7 is the perfect number.
If the Seahawks get in the playoffs, they've proven me wrong, because in our first show, I picked them to have the worst record. Shame on me.
That's right.
All right, last 3:00 game is Cowboys and Washington Football Club.
You know what? I want to say I'd like Mike McCarthy, but it would be funny if Washington won this game, but there's not a chance in hell Washington's winning this game. They played Carson Wentz. Yeah, it was Carson Wentz. 3 interceptions.
Yeah, they're gonna start Sam Howell,
but
the guy from North Carolina.
But I need to send a thank you card to the Washington football team for playing so badly and letting the terrible Cleveland Browns win last week to make sure and guarantee that my Green Bay Packers, as long as they win out, go to the Super Bowl. No, sorry, go to the playoffs, not the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, Cowboys, they have probably the best defense in the NFL. I'm still not sold on Dak.
Yeah, but that defense though. Cowboys.
Washington needs a new team, a new coaching staff, and a new owner.
And a new quarterback.
Yeah. And I think they will.
Yeah. Tyler Heinicke, I want him to be the guy so bad, but I don't know. I guess he couldn't get it done. That's okay. So.
And then game number 276 of the NFL season on NBC comes down to the Lions at the Packers.
What a game. Nobody thought this was coming. My Green Bay Packers. Yes, I can say that because I own 1 share of the team. Fight me on it. My Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions are playing for a spot in the NFC playoff picture. Who thought this was going to happen? My prediction is almost going to come true. Sadly, I'm going to have to go against it because my Green Bay Packers, I want them in not in the playoffs. I don't want to keep saying Super Bowl for whatever reason, but this is going to be a game. Who thought Detroit Lions win in? They're in. I mean, what a ride. Dan Campbell, hats off to that coaching staff. I think he should get coach of the year. I mean, they took a team that sucked, was irrelevant, made them relevant, and they're balling. I mean, this is going to be a good game. Like, win or lose, this is going to be a great game for either club. But I just think you got Aaron Rodgers. You got Watkins, who's on fire. You got A.J. Dillon. You got Jones. I mean, that backfield is good. And they're running. Those guys are running like they're possessed. I tell you what, like, I mean, they're doing good. The defense stepped up. They're finally found their identity. So did the Detroit Lions. But yeah, I mean, they're going to Lambeau Field. Yeah, Lambeau Field. I mean, it just, I mean, this just doesn't get any better than this. The Packers have been in playoff football since last week, right? And then they're going to win this game. It's going to be a close game, 3 points. But I think the Packers, they got enough firepower and they get into the playoffs. I tell you what, they get into playoffs. Their team, nobody wants to play. Who knows?
Lions.
I knew you were going to do it. I
I want them in there so bad.
So do I.
I love the Lions.
So do I. I do too. Dan Campbell, man, I tell you what, maybe he'll come on the show and then I'll wear a Lions hat. There you go, Dan Campbell. If you're watching this, if you could take time out of your day, dude, we'd love to interview you. And then I'll just, but I don't know. This is a good game. This game's gonna do mega ratings. I mean, whoever thought the Detroit Lions are relevant? I mean, what? I mean, it's gonna be great. I'm so pumped for this game. Win or lose. If my Packers win, great. If the, I mean, for me, it doesn't matter who wins, right? I'll be sad that the Packers lost if they do, but they're not. Detroit Lions, and that's another team. They get into the playoffs and they're that underdog. I don't know. Maybe maybe they dethrone San Francisco. What would that be? A Detroit Lions Super Bowl? And then they're gonna get destroyed by whoever AFC team. Because I mean, if it's the Bills, I mean, come on, no one can hang with them. I don't know. This is gonna be interesting, and I can't wait to watch it. But yeah, Green Bay Packers. I don't know. The last time they went to the Super Bowl, if I remember correctly, they were the wild card team. They were not the number 1 or number 2 seed. They didn't get the first round bye. So I don't know. They're 9-8. They got their swagger. Aaron Rodgers got that haircut. Those receivers, they got their mojo. They're gonna be good. That defense, I don't know. I'm telling you what, it's gonna be a good game. Gonna be a good game. So
Lions.
lay out the Lions. I don't know. It's kind of one of those games, like for me, like I'm a Packers fan, but like, I mean, come on, the Lions have sucked for God knows how long. They're finally playing good. It's kind of like if the Packers play San Francisco, like doesn't matter who wins. We got Brock Purdy, got Aaron Rodgers. I mean, Brock Purdy wins, it helps that guy's career. So, it is what it is. Matt LaFleur keeps his undefeated streak in December.
That's right.
Yeah, no, actually, wait, they did. Duh, this is January. Yeah. So there you go. And I think that wraps up. There's no Monday night game, right?
Yeah, that's it.
What a season. What an NFL. I tell you what, since I've been watching football, minus the unfortunate incident that happened on Monday, which you never want to see that happen. What a wild season. Teams that sucked are now good. Teams that were good suck. A lot of close games this year. I think that out of all the seasons I've watched the NFL, it's been one of my favorites. I know my Packers have kind of sucked this year in the beginning, but you look at everything around the league. Talk about what a season. Oh, what a season. So I can't wait for the playoffs. It's playoff football. It's good. And then the only thing we got to say, we don't really talk about college football. TCU is going to beat Georgia by 3 points. Yeah, it's happening. I'm telling you what, right now they're going to win by 3 points. It's going to be a nail biter on Monday night. Yeah, it's going to be good. And I cannot wait to watch it. And with that being said, the final episode, it's sad. It's so sad, that where the time go. It's been fun. We've enjoyed it. The people that watch it, I hope, the 30 minutes to an hour that you spend, hope we entertained you. I hope you had some laughs. And yeah, like just enjoy it. Just enjoy watching the show, and we'll see how close we were to pick the games. I think we did better this year than ESPN. I think we did better this year than the NFL Network. I don't know. Definitely not better than Pat McAfee show. Those guys are just a bunch of ballers. It's just shout out to them. Hashtag Pat McAfee. Well, he probably doesn't have enough time to talk to us, but you never know. Cross your fingers, right? That guy, I tell you what, seeing him at WrestleMania wrestle, oh man, it's like a dream come true. But yeah, ESPN and the NFL, you're kind of boring. You need to step up your game. We don't got the ratings, but we got the heart.
Yeah.
And with that being said, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for watching our show.